Look at that fan base right there. Earlier tonight, fans gathering at Mohegan Sun cheering on the Huskies as they entered the arena. The fans, such a big part. Husky Nation doing its part tonight to help the UConn women win.
This is the UConn team that for the last few years has had to deal with injuries. They have 6 players. I think one game had to be postponed last year because they didn't have enough players. And then we find out when the tournament starts, Aubrey Griffin not dressed, sitting. And Gino says later on, she's not playing, we're resting her up.
And that's okay, rest her up. Obviously, Aubrey's gone through a lot, and Morgan Shelley out with that ankle surgery. That was kind of a shock to everyone. However, you have to remember, the depth on this team is better than they've ever had it. We haven't mentioned Ashlyn Shade, KK Arnold. Those were 2 players that started last year and played a lot of minutes. You have them coming off the bench. It's pretty good. And KK Arnold, we use the word disruptive. She is disruptive defensively. So although they do have some injuries and Aubrey sitting out, they still have a deep bench, and that allows them to pressure this year. I think in this Creighton game, they really turned them over in the games that they played them. That was really hard. Coach Jim Flannery said, hey, we're good defensive teams, but if we can't score on this UConn team, we don't have an inside game. If they shut us down, we're in trouble. So they have people to go deep and people defensively to pressure other teams. That's where they're going to get Creighton.
And a lot of this squad has gone through a lot. You're talking Paige Beckers, AZ Fudd coming back from
I haven't even mentioned Daisy. She's all right, too.
Yeah, she's a pretty good shooter. But to have them all come together and be healthy at such a crucial time, it's happening at the perfect time.
It is happening at the perfect time. I'd like to see one game where everyone plays great. Because you have a game where AZ doesn't play great and Paige does well. Imagine if all those players in one game, this is the time of year. You need to do that, right?
How about the national championship game?
That'd be all right.
All right, well, we've got one final timeout to take.
And when we come back, 3 keys to tonight's game, not from us, from our expert.